Hey guys, in this video we are going to learn just some basics on how to use the pen tool. Finally, something basic in Adobe Illustrator. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So to start off, we're going to just grab our pen tool. The pen tool is pretty simple. All you need to do is click one. If you want to make a straight line, just click once and click again. Like that. If you want to make a curved line, click it and drag down or up or to the left or to the right. Wherever you want to drag it, it will make a curved line. I'll make it some if like I drag it perfectly to this angle, it kind of makes a curved line. It's kind of curved. Doesn't look like it's curved, but if I grab my direct selection tool and I grab this, it's actually curved. But yeah, so those two things can be also done with the curvature tool. I used to use the curvature tool a lot, not in Adobe Illustrator, but in Adobe Photoshop, because I thought the pen tool was harder to use in Photoshop, and then I started to use the pen tool. I use the pen tool, but like I think the curvature tool is still easier to use, especially in Photoshop, not in Illustrator though, because the things that you're making in Illustrator are completely different. But yeah, so to make a straight line with the curvature tool, you just need to click once, but then if you try to click again, it becomes a curve. So then you have to press Alt on that point, so it makes the next line a straight line. So boom, Alt, or you can hold the Alt while you're making it. So, but then make sure that you don't hold Alt on the last one. And then to make straight lines that are perfectly aligned, with a 45-degree angle. So, like a 180, like a 0, a 45, a 90, whatever comes after that, a 180, a 270. Basically, you can make perfectly vertical and perfectly horizontal lines. So that's how you can make like these rectangles without using the rectangle tool. I don't know why you would do that, but yeah, I guess if you want to. Just gonna zoom in. So you can do the same thing with the curvature tool. Just hold Shift and then make sure you're holding Alt too. Thing is, it's hard to get this last point because it doesn't have an alignment thing. So you usually get this last point off. But for the pen tool, it has that pink line that shows. But anyways, now we can get into more interesting stuff. So I'm gonna place a Karambit knife. I'm gonna put it right here and unlock it with Control 2. And then I'm gonna grab my pen tool and I'm just gonna model it. So one thing is to get this curve, don't do this. Like get that angle, get it perfect maybe, and then you try to get the next one. Oh yeah, and if you don't want to curve it, if you want to make a new curve, you have to click back onto the anchor point. But then if I want to get that thing back, I put it there, but then look, when I add a stroke, there's that little bulge there, and it looks disgusting. So what you want to do is you want to do the full curve in one. It doesn't matter if it's completely not perfect. Doesn't need to be, because if it's completely perfect to the picture, sometimes if you're trying to make it cartoony, it shouldn't be perfect to the picture, because sometimes things that look things that are supposed to be cartoony that look like you're following the exact thing that it looks like. Like, you need to start exaggerating it, because if you don't, it just starts looking like weird, kind of. So, like, this line, it is slightly curved. Without that curve, that would look weird. So we still, but with it, it also looked weird. So we want to exaggerate it a little bit. But like sometimes you want to exaggerate it like a lot. Sometimes you want to like exaggerate it barely. Sometimes you want to like exaggerate it like it's almost not there. So like that curve, maybe sometimes it'd be like barely, it'd be like that much of a curve. So you just make it a straight line, kind of. So oh frick. And then I'm gonna do this part. And then I'll stop there, because I'm just gonna put like a circle there to finish that part up. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna finish it from here. If you ever want to like zoom in while you're doing this, either you can press Z, then scroll in, and then you'd have to press P and then go to that. Or if you have a touchscreen computer, then hold space, which gives you the hand tool, and then just like make sure sometimes when you're selecting it, you kind of move that too, but you want to hold space, and then you can zoom in and out with like pinching in and like pushing out if it's touchscreen. I don't know if it works with non-touchscreen computer, because I've only used it with the touchscreen one. Because all my other computers that aren't touchscreen, I don't run any graphic design softwares on. And also, if you just want to drag, just press space. Like, even you don't need a touchscreen to do that. And then I'm just gonna connect these. Like, it looks kind of weird, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make a circle, like that. Maybe a little bit bigger, like that. Then I'm just gonna put it right here, like something like that. And then this is a full path, and so I just grab both, and I grab my shape builder tool, and I just make this a full shape. Oh, this is a full shape. This part out here is kind of weird, so I can fix that by pulling this out and then grabbing this and deleting it. But then there you go. There's our cram bit. That's what the knife is called. I can do some more. I'd put it back in place just so I would be able to see where to do all my other stuff and how it's supposed to be colored and all that. But yeah, I'm basically just talking about the pen tool, and that's all we're covering. So yeah, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to object, and I'm gonna go to unlock all. I'm just gonna delete that because I don't need it anymore. And then I'm just gonna make a couple lines. I don't know why my stroke is off. And then I'm gonna make a rectangle, kind of. Boom, boom. I messed that up, didn't I? Oh, if you ever want to edit your points, like these anchors, then you hold control, and then you can just pull it, and then boom. So what I'm going to show you is on this line, what you can do is you can go to stroke, and then there's different caps. So the butt cap is just normal. Round cap makes it rounded at the edge. If you don't see it, boom, rounded. And then the projecting cap makes it like the butt cap, but it pushes out. The corners, let me deselect that. Let me grab this. And then so you can, this one doesn't have any caps, but it does have corners, so you can either have the milter joint, which is the normal like point. There is the round joint, which rounds it. You probably can't see it that well, so let me zoom in. And then there is the bevel joint, which is like a picture frame almost, like an envelope. And then there's the strokes, so either you can be on the center, which is what it's normally at, inside, and then outside. Inside will take away the angled caps, so because it's in the inside. But then if I give it a fill, I'm pretty sure. Let's give it a fill of like red, orange. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything. But yeah, I want to make another one of those just real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Fill none. And then you can also do these things where you can dash the line. So you can go to stroke, and then you can go to dashed line. And then it already starts off with a dashed line. It's going to start off with 12. And, what was it? 12 and 0. 12 and no gap. Like, whenever you add the dashed line, like, you can turn the gap up, to, I don't know, 3, maybe 10, so you can make that dashed line. And then what you can do from here is, if you want it to be like a dotted dashed line, then you can go to make it a round joint, make sure dash is at 0, and then as long as the gap is at anything, it will make these. And I'm pretty sure the bigger you make the stroke, yeah, the bigger the circles get. So yeah, then for this one, there's also these things called profiles and here arrowheads. So the arrowheads is different arrowheads. There's like even pointers. This would be good if you were like a teacher maybe, and so you like wanted to make something for the students. I don't know. I'm not a teacher. I'm kind of am, but I'm not a school teacher, so we don't use those. My computer just froze. I don't know why. It does that often. There you go. And then you can go to profile. So like that makes it kind of like that. Like these lines are basically how it's gonna look. And then with this one that makes it like kind of fold up like that, you can like change it horizontally with almost everything except for the ones that are perfectly symmetrical. And then you can also change it vertically. So that one you can put like up and down, almost like a lip. And then you can go to this one, and this one is perfectly horizontal. I'm not perfectly horizontal, so you can flip it. Same with this one. You can flip it horizontally, but not vertically. This one you can flip horizontally, but not vertically. And all of them, I think you can flip horizontally, but not vertically. I don't know why, because some of them are just completely symmetrical both ways. But yeah. So, that's just some basics with the pencil. You can do a lot with it. There's probably some things that you can do that I don't even use the pen tool for, that other people do, or I use the pen tool for and I don't even remember me using it for, or I don't like think about it whenever I use it. But yeah, anyways, here, just real quick, I am opening polls, and I'm opening an email, so you guys can send me your AI files and just designs, like in words. Maybe you want a logo, or maybe you're having trouble, so I'll make a video for you, just like a private email, not a private email, an email where you guys can send me things privately. So yeah, we can, I can do more interactive stuff on this channel. But yeah, here is the email. It'll be on the left side of the screen. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Also, the email will be in the description. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.